Welcome back. Let's continue dealing with tuples. 10 o'clock. Today we are again feeling much ready. I think Sundays are working out better. I feel like I had enough sleep. And I'm much more into the mood of tackling whatever comes. I also spent 30 minutes of keyboard practice, like fast typing practice. There's still a long way to go with this. I couldn't do any like one round without a mistake. And if I would slow down, let me show you guys actually what I mean, because why not? Can you see it? No, you cannot see it. That's very interesting. Oh no, wait, like this. So this thing. Like, if you don't look at the keyboard, it's extremely hard. Ugh. And I was thinking that you stop focusing on the speed, but first trying to get it really perfect. And when you get confused, just look at the on-screen keyboard. But you basically get this feeling that I don't even know where my fingers are. So somehow it feels like when you try to brute force it, you can get some result. But yeah, if you stop and try to really think about it, then it gets even more harder. So very interesting. But this is a nice thing. It's nice that we are really trying. I really appreciate it. But anyway, so tuples. Yesterday I went to Shrek Rave, and even on the Shrek Rave, because it was like the most horrible place you can imagine, really. Thank God I had earplugs. But I said at one point, fuck it, I'm gonna just read about tuples. And yeah, let's see. I hope, actually, again, I started the stream without... no, I didn't take any notes. Never mind. But yeah, so I read about the tuples on the way, and because the reason I think gets more for us like confusing is because now we are creating stuff, so with iteration variables, that this little thing here is now a creation of a tuple, and also the tuple is not being named. Like if you're gonna move the mouse, like so far as I understand, like you will not see, you move in VS Code, it will not tell you that this is a tuple. You just have to know, like basically the way you treat other lists or stuff is being a tuple, like basically on the action you create, the do. I have no idea though, but tuple assignment. But yeah, this is the tuple assignment. If you have an iteration variable and then another one separated by this, that means you are creating a tuple, apparently. So let's put a nice little date here. I always forget. I forgot. Excuse me, I have a question. I forgot. This is not what I wanted, by the way. Where is the full screen? Alright. So dictionary, multiple assignment. Okay, we got this. Is it done? This is not done here. Okay, so continuation. Is it only me getting these things with OneNote or what? Let's start from the beginning with this because I have no... Combining items, tuple assignment, and 4, you can see a nice code pattern for traversing the keys and values of a dictionary in a single loop. For key, val, in, traverse keys and values, that's very nice. In d.items. This loop has 2 iteration variables because items returns a list of tuples and key. Val is a tuple assignment that successively iterates through each of the key value pairs in the dictionary. For each iteration through the loop, both key and val are advanced to the next key value pair in the dictionary, still in hash order. The output of this is 10, 1, 22. Again, it is in hash order. If we combine these two techniques, we can print out the contents of a dictionary sorted by the value stored in each key value pair. To do this, we first make a list of tuples where each tuple is value key. The items method would give us a list of key value tuples, but this time we want to sort by value, not key. Once we have constructed the list with the value key tuples, it is a simple method to sort the list in reverse order and print out the new sorted list. So we have the same list as before, same dictionary as before. Then we have the list. Then we have our 4 key val in D items, L append. So the only difference here is that we gonna, add the append. Okay, wake up. Wake up! You can remember where it was. Has this dream stopped? The snake was pale gold. We were afraid to touch it. The sheets were hot there in prison. Do I need this space there or not? Uh, și de hainta. Was this vomit? I hope it wasn't a vomit. By carefully constructing the list of tuples to have the value as the first element of each tuple, we can sort the list of tuples and get our dictionary content sorted by value and not key. Fuck. Jaj, baszok. Oh, we should be peaking in. Oh, this is I'm done. This is something which I'm not gonna be. I will not take part in this. Don't hide the taskbar, please. Don't ever hide the taskbar. But anyway, yeah, in 15 minutes. Yeah, but now I'm streaming the taskbar. It looks a bit lame. Why is there EA here? Oh, this is mind gym. I have to warm up. I have to warm up my brain for this, really. But it kind of makes sense. What we have here, the d.items returns a list of tuples. So items, where did we learn about the items? We can use the items method that returns a list of tuples, where each tuple. So we have a list. Yeah, basically. It's a key value pair. But what we want here is value key, no? Yeah. So by default, right? Which makes perfect sense, right? L append L, okay, key value pair. But now, because but if what did we do differently? Chochka. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's the difference. With dictionaries, key value pairs, see? Yes, exactly. Because it's sorts by key value. Right. So what did we do differently here that it will print the just the reason because it's because when you print value key. Okay, I guess. Because here if we just go up a little bit, see we print the list itself. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, yeah. If you use the items method and print the results, it will print out the key value. However, if you use the for loop, then you can list it, you can change the order. That's it. Why would I need this? I have no idea. For what purpose I would use this? Not a single clue. Not a single clue. To have the value as the first element of each tuple, we can sort the list of tuples and get our diction contents sorted by value. And if it's not true, if I just say, hey bro, it's the reverse L dot sort, reverse L dot sort just normally. Wait, no, you need something. False. Yeah. Yeah, 1, 10, 22. Very, very nice. Coming back to a running example of the text from Romeo and Juliet, Act number 2, Scene 2, we can augment our program to use this technique to print the 10 most common words in the text as follows. Yes, I know what's happening here. The first part of the program, which reads the file and computes the dictionary that maps each word to the count of words in the document, is unchanged. But instead of simply printing out counts and ending the program, we construct a list of val key tuples and then sort the list in reverse order. Since the value is first, it will be used for the comparisons. If there is more than one tuple with the same value, it will look at the second element, the key. So tuples where the value is the same will be further sorted by the alphabetical order of the key. At the end, we will write a nice for loop which does a multiple assignment iteration and prints out the 10 most common words by iterating through a slice of the list. So now the output finally looks like what we want for our word frequency analysis. The fact that this complex data parsing and analysis can be done with an easy to understand 19-line Python program is one reason why Python is the best choice. Excuse me. I think that's the one. Da 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 Why are you not coming here? I didn't move them to the test folder. I don't have Romeo full. Are you sure? Because I have Punk Romeo. Give me that. How can I download this now? I asked this, but it's really not clear. Hello. Like there's literally no file button. Where is it? So what went wrong here? Something went very wrong. Extremely wrong. So we have the counts, right? For line in F hand, line translate, make trans. Aha, wait. Okay. Because we need string make trans. But why though? It's still hop. Make trans line equals line dot lower words equals line dot split. For word in words, if it not includes, sort the list by value. For key and value in list, in list counts dot items, list append, value key, sort reverse true for lay. Okay. Okay. At the end, we write a nice for loop which does a multiple assignment iteration and prints out the 10 most common words by iterating through a slice of the list. That's crazy. That's very crazy, by the way. That it knows that, okay, I'm gonna check for the value. This is crazy. And this is how we reverse the order. Okay, so but why do we need the indexing there? At the end, we write a nice for loop which does a multiple assignment iteration and prints out the 10 most common words by iterating through a slice of the list. But why do we need the slice? For key and value in list. Ah, yes, okay. So the 10 most common. Okay, yes. Fair enough. Oh, Vash, let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Because tuples are hashable and lists are not. If we want to create a composite key to use in a dictionary, we must use a tuple as key. Actually, let me check if this is doing something. Oh, very nice. Absolutely. Very nice. Very nice. So, but how did I, wow, that's crazy. How can I have so much files? I'm just checking my iCloud because I want to cancel it, and I just wanted to download first everything. Wow. But how can I have so many stuff? Anyway, back to the topic, focus. Because tuples are hashable and lists are not, if we want to create a composite key to use in a dictionary, you must use a tuple as the key. We would encounter a composite key if we wanted to create a telephone directory that maps from last name, first name pairs to telephone numbers. Assuming that we have defined the variables last, first, and number, we could write a dictionary assignment statement as follows. Directory last, first equals number. The expression in brackets is a tuple. We could use tuple assignment in a for loop to traverse this dictionary. For last, first in dictionary, print first, last dictionary. Directory, yeah, and the last verse. This loop traverses the keys in directory, which are tuples. It assigns the elements of each tuple to last and first, then prints the name and corresponding telephone number. Man, this is getting so fucked up. This is really getting it's like, this is getting way too deep. And the problem is, this is only for, Python for everybody. So everything that comes after this is gonna be even more severely fucked up. You know? But we are doing it, that's the point. We are actually doing it. Bánatos cica. Kis szomorú macska. Such a sad cat. Such a little sad cat. Today I'm gonna have food at the Japanese place. No, I'm not. Okay, Jesus Christ, what was this comment? What's going on? because I still have this open. I don't want this to be open. Directory. I think this is stupid what I'm doing now. The expression in the brackets is a tuple because use tuple assignment in a for loop to traverse this dictionary. For last, I think this is stupid what I'm doing right now, but okay. Okay, what's the problem with the directory? How to create a Tita. So we have an empty directory, which is a dictionary. And then we have first and yeah, we have number one. Directory last and first equals number. Wait. Yes, okay, I get it now. So we have our empty dictionary. And we're gonna use the first two variables as a tuple. Oh my goodness, equals number. All right. Okay, I guess I got it. Okay. This is getting so fucked up. I can't tell you how much. Yeah, Jesus Christ. So now we don't have key value pairs. Now we have key values. Absolutely insane. And when I print first and last first. But wouldn't that be easier if I would rename them like value? Yeah, this is something I have to. This question is tuple basically a list? Like, if we look at it by the eye, is it basically just a list? According to VS Code, this is something I really need. I will ask. Maybe I can ask him right now. I will ask him right now. Why I don't have Viber anymore? So disappointing. So disappointing. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT really. Is tuple basically a list? Tuples and lists are both used to store collection of items in Python, but they have some key differences. Mutability. Tuples are immutable, meaning once created, you cannot change the elements of a tuple. Lists, on the other hand, are mutable, so you can modify, add, or remove elements after list is created. Syntax. Tuples are defined using parentheses, while lists are defined using square brackets. Usage. Tuples are often used for heterogeneous data, coordinates database, where the position of each element has a specific meaning. Lists are used for more often homogeneous data. List of names, list of numbers, where you need a collection that can be modified. Here's a basic example of the difference. My tuple, my list. Aha, okay, I get it. Phew, this is so crazy. But tuples will still appear as a list in VS Code. Both tuples and lists might appear similar in terms of their representation, but when you read them in editor or debugger, this is because both tuples and lists are represented as sequences of elements enclosed between parentheses or square brackets, respectively. However, their behavior and usage within Python code are different, as explained earlier. For example, if you have a tuple and a list, they might look similar when displayed in VS Code, but they are different types in Python. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It gets so twisted because the same looking thing will have different meaning. Oh, nobody's here to help you. Oh my god. Why is this happening? This is like, I don't get this app. Like, who asked for this? To go just fucking back to the top. We would encounter a composite key if you wanted to create a telephone directory that maps from last name, first name pairs to telephone number. See, that's exactly what's happened again. Like, you didn't read, you didn't actually, like, you read it, but you didn't actually, like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? So again, we would encounter a composite key if we wanted to create a telephone directory that maps from last name, first name pairs to telephone numbers. Assuming that we have defined the variables last, first, and number, we could write a directory assignment statement as follows. Assuming, but we didn't actually do it. So last name is gonna be Taylor. Let's do Taylor Swift, since we talked about her yesterday. So Taylor Swift. Wait, no, Taylor is her first name. See, and her number, of course I have her in number, we talk a lot. It's gonna be 3.578 something like this, right? And we have her phone number, we have our directory, right? Perfect. Okay, now it makes perfect sense. Wow. Why I didn't learn this in 2000s, early 2000s, easily. This was, okay, it was not ready yet. I mean, these tools were not ready yet, like this course. But man, I was there. I was literally there. If I don't play GTA, if I little bit just become interested in this, it's crazy. There's so many things I've done already using this. Insane. But anyway, yes, let's try to again understand this, because this is twisted. This is twisted and evil. So we have our first name and our last name, and we are an empty directory, which we're gonna collect telephone numbers, right? So now, still, okay, so directory last and first equals number, right? Which means we're gonna assign our two, as a tuple, we're gonna assign everything to the directory. But then it didn't actually become it wasn't, okay, so we modified. Aha, all right. So we have, okay. So basically, tuples are mutable stuff which we can immutable can add to empty dictionaries or a list. Maybe the stuff should be tuples are collection of a word used to store collections of items. So items are immutable collection of items which we can add, store to empty the list. It's mainly used for heterogeneous data. Yeah, so here we stored the last and first. So then it became Swift Taylor, right? Because, and why is that? Because it was a value, you know, it's in the order. The order is, why is the order like this? Why we didn't just add first name and last name? What would happen then? For last and first, anyway, we added this order. We had this order. Last and first in directory, print first, last directory. And basically from here, the only thing we got from all of this was the number. We will encounter a composite key if we wanted to create a telephone directory that maps from last name, first name pairs to telephone numbers. Assuming that we have defined, we could, the expression in brackets is a tuple. We could use tuple assignment in a for loop to traverse this dictionary. For last first, the loop traverses the keys in the directory, which are tuples. It assigns the elements of each tuple to last and first, and then prints the name and corresponding phone number. It assigns the elements of each tuple to last and first. Yeah, because it's iteration variable, it can change. If I have multiple ones, I could. So let's add another person. Can we add another person? We will add, okay? Is this I just remembered about the video about is this I don't remember, wait. But I'm not gonna change what I'm doing right now, so yeah, is this voodoo? First name pairs. A composite key could be needed if we wanted. If we wanted to create a telephone directory that maps from last name, first name pairs to telephone numbers. Okay. Yeah, I think I get it now, really. Yeah, because it's not, yeah, it's stuff you use in dictionaries. That those are tuples, basically. They're not gonna be represented in any special way. It's just, yeah, yeah. Like let's have a tea break. Let's get a tea. We are 1 hour in, so let's have a tea. Can I have some non-DMCA music? Beautiful. This is also Hidetaki Takayama. Ooh, he's gonna perform somewhere. Right? This is the same guy. Hidetaki Takayama. Hidetaki Takayama. I'm sorry, that was very rude. Live. He performed in 2014. Not anymore. Hidetaki Takayama is a music composer born and raised in Japan. He graduated from the Nihon University College of Art in 2005. During his college years, he began the early stages of his career as a composer and keyboardist. He now resides and writes music in Brooklyn, New York. Can you imagine? You just... yeah. Can you imagine surviving in New York or Brooklyn, in America? Can you imagine surviving? That's unimaginable to me right now. Like to have money. As a musician, getting paid for that, it's crazy. So, sequences, strings, lists, and tuples. Oh my. I have focused on lists of tuples, but almost all of the examples in this chapter also work with list of lists, tuples of tuples, and tuples of lists. To avoid enumerating the possible combinations, it is sometimes easier to talk about sequences of sequences. In many contexts, the different kinds of sequences, strings, lists, and tuples can be used interchangeably. So how and why do you choose one over the other? To start with the obvious, strings are more limited than other sequences because the elements have to be characters. They are also immutable. If you need the ability to change the characters in a string, as opposed to creating a new string, you might want to use a list of characters instead. Lists are more common than tuples, mostly because they are mutable, but there are a few cases where you might prefer tuples. In some contexts, like a return statement, it is syntactically simpler to create a tuple than a list. In other contexts, you might prefer a list. If you want to use a sequence as a dictionary key, you have to use an immutable type like a tuple or a string. If you're passing a sequence as an argument to a function, using tuples reduces the potential for unexpected behavior due to aliasing. Because tuples are immutable, they don't provide methods like sort and reverse, but which modify existing lists. However, Python provides the built-in functions sorted and reversed, which take any sequence as a parameter and return a new sequence with the same elements in a different order. Sometimes you want to create a sequence by using data from another sequence. You can achieve this by writing a for loop and appending one item at the time. For example, if you wanted to convert a list of strings, each string storing digits into numbers, that you can sum up, you could write list of integers in strings. List of ints for x in list of With list comprehension, the above code can be written in a compact manner. very nice. Rubbish. I'm coming down hard. Yeah, but anyway, it was nice. We had a breakthrough again, like 1 hour after. So at 11 something, I had really the feeling of like, I'm getting this. Like really this, there every single time we do this, there is the peak. And it definitely, there was a peak. And of course, now what remains is your own will, own strong will. You cannot always count on the peak. But definitely here we peaked. This was the peaking point. This little part here. Because you can already see you started to make it personal and everything. And also, like, I mean, I still, like, I guess I understand the tuple thingy. But anyway, let's continue, right? Let's go through the debug. Let's go through this list comprehension. And let's see the exercises. Really, actually, let's sit and look at them. And let's try to, this is it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah. So here, what we are doing now, we are comparing the options. You can do it this way, right? You have all the rights. So let me again. So in this chapter, two different ways what are we doing here? Two different ways to create a sequence using data from another sequence. You can achieve this by writing a loop and appending one item at a time. For example, if you wanted to convert a list of strings, each string storing digits into numbers you can sum up, into numbers that you can sum up, you would write. So (42, 65, 12) list of strings. Okay. This is so weird. I have no idea what's going on. We don't use append now at all. Integer x for x in list of ints in strings. Interesting that it didn't offer me the option. So list of strings, list of ints in strings. Integer x for x in list of ints in strings. Same result, 119. List comprehension. And so here we didn't even use tuples. I think, right? tuples, sorry. Lists, dictionaries, and tuples are known generally as data structures. In this chapter, we are starting to see compound data structures, like lists of tuples and dictionaries that contain tuples as keys and lists as values. Compound data structures are useful, but they are prone to what I call shape errors. That is, errors caused when data structure when a data structure has the wrong type, size, or composition, or perhaps you write some code and forget the shape of your data and introduce an error. For example, if you are expecting a list with one integer, I give you a plain old integer, not in a list, it won't work. Compound data structures are useful, but they are prone to what I call shape errors. That is, errors caused when a data structure has the wrong type, size, or composition, or perhaps you write some code and forget the shape of your data and introduce an error. For example, if you're expecting a list with one integer and I give you a plain old integer in a list, it won't work. Lists, dictionaries, and tuples are known generally as data structures. In this chapter, we are starting to see compound data structures like lists of tuples and dictionaries that contain tuples as keys and lists as values. Compound data structures are useful, but they are prone to what I call shape errors. That is, errors caused when data structure has the wrong type, size, or composition. God dang it. No, I didn't mean to do that. This is bad. This was a huge mistake. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna, thank you so much. Thank you, I don't need you anymore. It's already moved anyway. So can I go back, page down? It's all gone. I hope everything is gone. I have no idea what is this. Okay. We are at the exercises, bro. Revise the previous program as follows. Read and parse the from lines and pull out the addresses from the line. Count the number of messages from each person using a dictionary. After all the data has been read, print the person with the most commits by creating a list of tuples from the dictionary. Then sort the list in reverse order and print out the person who has the most commits. let's do it. We need this coding music. We need a coding music for this. We need the Mass Effect time. too easy actually. That's it. Copy paste. I'm sorry, but this is it. Yeah. And reverse. But if I'm not sorting. That's crazy. Yeah, that's it. Copy paste. Copy paste king. This program counts the distribution of the hour of the day for each of the messages. You can pull the hour from the from line by finding the time string and then splitting that string into parts using the column curve. Once you have accumulated the counts for each hour, print out the counts one per line sorted by an hour as shown now. The hour from the from line by finding the time string and then splitting that string into parts using the column. Once you have accumulated the counts for each hour, print out the counts one per line. Yes. Still need this line, right? But we need us to split it, finding the time on the string using the column character. This program counts the distribution of the hour of the day for each of the messages. you can pull the hour from the from line by finding the time string and then splitting that string into parts from the from line. So we still use the from line and then find the time on that string. So where is that? Then splitting that. Okay, so I think what we should go back to, we should go back to here where we did this, right? And this is split. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we don't need this for now. But we need to find the the number, yes. So male words, yeah. Here we had it, and then we split. We added another. So basically, we are adding just additional code. So because here we wanted to find males. Okay, I mean it's kind of ugly, but it works. But we're gonna check for time. But we need to check actually, like, what is the male at this stage. The colon character. That's the colon. So the male is there, see? So we don't need, we absolutely do not need the, yeah, see, very simple. We're gonna have to use the number 5, up to but not including. Perfect. Yeah. And then use the colon character, then splitting that string into parts using the colon character. Once you have accumulated the counts, I'm so silly. Okay, but how would you name these? Because this is already like hour. I will just name them hours and then, or time. Splitting that string into parts using the colon character. Once you have accumulated, okay. And now we're gonna check for only the first one or the 0. So in this case, will we use the 0 or the 1? That's a very good question. I think we should use 0. I don't know. But then anyway, okay. Yeah. Unhashable object. Dies. It literally dies. It's basically the program will just grab the gun and like does this basically. Once you have accumulated the counts, print out the counts, one per line as shown. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, we know. I just wanna, okay, so let's just first do a debug and that's right. So it's still gonna be, it's gonna be the second one. So I have to add 0. Yeah, this will get, this will need some adjustment. Okay, so we have it. We definitely have this guy. We have this little guy here for sure. So now the task would be to make it hashable. I will even remove all of this shit. So let's go back. What we need to do now is make it hashable. So using tuples as keys in dictionaries. List of common words, list. The items unknown. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I need to add another one. which is true. Very nice. So this is done. Once you have accumulated the counts for each hour, print out one per line as sorted. So we're just gonna go back to this file, which is this guy. Sorted by hour, as shown below. Sorted by hour. And this is still sorted by hour. So is this the same thing? I'm just messing around now. But basically, yes. So we are here sorted by not the, yeah. So how are we gonna sort? Yeah, we have to change the order we're gonna sort it. Because the order is messed up here. For key value in list, so list now is an empty list. For key and value, which is the value is 2, yes. In list, counts dot items. List append, value key. So if we go back here, so this will sort by value and key order, but we want to order, like in this case, the key is this, right? So we don't actually need, we can try to just simply append. No, don't use the loop, just delist the items, and that's it. It's hash order. T equals list the items. So we don't even need this now. We can just try Once you have accounts, we print out the counts, one per line, sorted by hour, as shown. But this is nice, because it's sorted by, like, the order is nice, but we just need to... where each tuple is a key value pair. The items are in non-alphabetical hash order. Since the list, the tuples, the new list is compare. We can sort the list of tuples. Converting a dictionary to a list is a way for us to output sorted by key. So sort. So we need to just sort it. Okay, but wait, how you do it? T.sort. So we don't have to, this is, we just have to like, lst sort, print lst. So now we are sorted for sure, because 9, no, we are not. Oh my God, wait. Once you have accumulated the counts for each, print out the counts one per line, sorted by the... No, this is not sorted at all. So what did you do? What is different here? Nothing is different. It's exactly the same. So it's exactly the same. Nothing changed. So in ascending alphabetic by key value. Combining items, tuple assignment, and for, you can see the traversing, yeah. So for key, I have back pain now. Oh, yeah, but I get it. I mean, it makes sense. I guess this is gonna be very. Yeah, this is okay. Let me just use the bathroom. Okay. Give me a moment. So let's disregard this for now, and let's go back to this way of doing it. What happens here? What's happening here? Because it's being sorted now. We don't even know if it's being sorted. It's actually not being sorted at all. So true. It's being sorted. Yeah, the only difference here is now that we are being sorted by the commit, like how many times it was. But we don't want this. We want to swap it. So maybe if we just change it here for key value, well, key value, yes. So I think this is maybe that's all. I'm literally just pressing random buttons now. Yeah, I think that's it. Key value. I'm literally just pressing random buttons now. That's all I'm doing. And that's it. Okay. Oh, oops. But this is very nice. I'm very proud of you, because I really felt like at some point I was like at 12 I was like, I wanna leave it. But this is a proper session, really. You go through it and then you do the exercises. And no matter, I think we shouldn't be anything. Like, we are using the book. We are piecing the pieces together. placing the pieces together. So there's nothing, and this is like a complete session because we did the exercises on stream. This is how it should be. Write a program that reads a file and prints the letters in decreasing order of frequency. Your program should convert all the input to lowercase and only count the letters AZ. Your program should not count spaces, digits, punctuation, or anything other than the letters AZ. Find text samples from several different languages and see how frequency varies between languages. Compare your results at the tables at. Thank you. That's like such a vague way of telling me. Can I go back? I guess that's it. I'm gonna, yeah, this is something I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I mean, okay, why not? Because we're gonna use here, let's do it, okay, so let's do a prototype of this and then we really go. Because literally we're being here for 3 hours. So let's do it this way. With the Romeo, we're gonna do it with Romeo, Punk Romeo. That prints the letters in decreasing order. In decreasing order of frequency. Should only look for AZ. and only counts letter. Your program, yeah. Find text. Find the reads a file and print the letters in decreasing order of frequency. Okay. So, for letter in Word, sorry. T-O-A-I-R, decreasing. This is such a huge file. This is such a huge file. Wow. Yeah, okay, I get it. So the only problem we have here is A to Z. Report do not count spaces, digits, anything others than letters A to Z. Do we have a 2? That's a problem because we are counting for the 2. So how are we gonna, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. That's actually really cool because you so E, then T. Okay, but T shouldn't be this popular. But anyway, T, then we have O, which is also very popular. Then we have A, I. Yeah, the only problem here is that we count for the 2. And this is something we shouldn't do. We shouldn't have the... Okay, we're gonna figure this out. I really need to go. I need to eat. I need to do shit. I have a lot of stuff. But today was exceptional. Really good. This is really a proper session. I'm really proud of you and keep going. Keep going. Naskladano.